go.
Wow, look at all the, okay, it's gotten fancier.
What is this one over
Valley
here?
Ford is on. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Amazon Live. This is my little baby boy.
Hi, everyone.
Who have never met him before. This is Jack McKenna. And what a treat this is for me to be able to do this Amazon Live with my firstborn, who's getting ready to go back to UT Austin.
Hook 'em, baby.
Am I doing it right?
Thumb in.
Thumb in.
Hook 'em.
Okay, that's the trick.
That's right.
A lot of people do this. That's not correct. Thumb in.
Thumb in.
Hook 'em horns.
Hook 'em horns.
So he is heading back on August 15th for his senior year at UT Austin. He's in the McCombs Business School.
That's right.
And this, believe it or not, is not his first time hosting live in front of millions of people. Jack is the youngest one ever to sell his own product live on QVC. So Jack, when he was 15 years old, sold Jack's Rockin' Toffee on QVC in front of millions of people. He was amazing. So this is his second time.
I'm now 21, so I'm a little bit rusty, so cut me some slack here, but I think we'll be okay today.
I think we're going to have a ton of fun. So welcome to everybody who's just tuning in. This episode of Amazon Live, this is really fun because I'm with my boy Jack, Courtney and Colin. My other two, I hope, are watching from somewhere. But it's also fun because I haven't done Amazon Live in so long, and I'm so happy to be back in action with all of you. I'm in a new office space, and Amazon Live is one of my most favorite things to do. So I want to say to all of you who are jumping on, let's see who we have. Hi, Renee. Yay, I'm so glad you're here. We've got different chats going. We have some people on YouTube. We have some people on Facebook. We have, what else do we have, Jack? Is that it?
I don't know what I'm looking at.
YouTube, Facebook, Amazon.
Okay.
So welcome to everybody. And
we got 15 on this one. Here we go.
Here we go.
We got to start paying attention over here.
This is like Vegas.
I know.
You've got numbers going on. So I'm curious, you guys that are jumping on, how many of you are here on Amazon Live or wherever you're watching from, doing live shopping for the first time? Look who just jumped on.
Bobby J!
Yay, Roberto!
We got to put on a show now.
So if this is your first time on doing live shopping anywhere, please chime in to let me know that, just so we can welcome you. Hello, Ashley. Is that Ashley Gale?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We're getting one name.
Hi, Marcy. There. Hi, Jack. We've got Rita. Hello, Rita. Welcome. This is Jack. If you're just jumping on, my son, my 21-year-old son. So let me just do a little bit of housekeeping in case you're new here on Amazon Live. And that is to say, we are going to have some fun today. We're going to do a couple giveaways. If you've been on my Amazon Lives in the past, you know how much I love a giveaway. But since there's two hosts this time, we're actually going to do two giveaways. So Jack gets to do one and I get to do one. So what I want to say to all of you is, and if you've been on my lives before, you know this, you got to pay attention, because the way you win a giveaway, first and foremost, you have to be a follower of my storefront. So if you're in my storefront watching this, look for that blue follow button. You got to click that, because if you're not a follower, you can't win the giveaway. So
everyone follow the storefront. I'm telling you right now, I'm a poor college kid. My mom's paying me $1 if you guys follow the storefront. So please do it. I'm begging. Thank you. Sorry, I probably shouldn't have said that, but
he's going to starve to death if you don't follow the storefront.
So follow the storefront. I'm begging
you. So yes, you do have to follow the storefront to be a giveaway winner. And I'm going to show you what the giveaway is in a minute. But when I announce that it's time to do a giveaway, either Jack or I are going to ask you a question. And the first person to get the question correct is going to win whatever it is that we're giving away. But the question is going to be centered around something that we talk about tonight on Amazon Live. So that's why you have to pay attention. Nick Dotterman is on. Jack must eat. So Nick, I'm assuming you just followed the storefront. And I think we have Rick Vercruz. And I think Rick just followed. Thank you.
There we go. It's $1.
I don't know if we're even going to get to.
Love the makeup, Jackie. My name's Jack, first of all, Ryan Steinke. And there is no makeup on, actually. It's all natural.
Well, Jack, this is fun for me also because there's lots of reasons this is fun for me, but I'm seeing a lot of women from my Women Inventors Club on here, and they hear me talk about my kids all the time. And so they're meeting you for the first time. So say hi to all the women inventors out there.
Hi, women inventors.
So
Keep doing your thing.
So the theme of the show, as you guys probably know by now, the theme is the ultimate college gear guide. So the way this is going to go is that I have actually pre-selected the products that I'm going to show you tonight. Jack does not know what they are, although if he looks around, he might get a clue. But I'm going to describe them to Jack as I describe them to all of you. I'm hoping a lot of you guys have either a child getting ready to go off to college, whether it's their first year, second year, third year. Kristen and Kate DeMars, hello. And if that's true, I'd love for you guys to chime in the chat. Kieran is on. Say hi to Kieran.
Kieran and
Get Jack his dollars.
Nick's on too. So we got a wide variety
Wow.
of people here today.
And so
some college kids, some moms of college kids, some women inventors. I think everyone here can benefit in some way, shape, or form. I know I can. I don't know what the products are exactly, but I know my mom. I know she's a genius at this stuff. So I'm excited. I'm hoping to take home or take back to Texas some of the things that she presents today.
You just might.
But some I might not like. So I think that's the beauty of it.
That's what we're going to do is when I present a product to Jack, we took a long time coming up with this very clever way for him to tell us whether he likes the product or doesn't like the product. So Jack, what are you going to say if you like the product that I present?
I'm going to say hip, hip.
And if you don't like the product, what are you going to say?
Skip, skip.
So hip, hip or skip, skip.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are going to be on the edge of your seats wondering if Jack is going to give it a hip, hip or a skip, skip.
Yeah. It's going to be crazy.
I know my boy pretty well. And most of these products, I'm thinking he's going to give a hip, hip. There's one or two that might get a skip, skip. But I think most of them he's going to like.
All right.
So
I'm excited.
Again, people just joining us for the first time. One other thing I want to mention is that there is what we call a carousel on live shopping. And so depending on where you are tuning in from, if you are on your phone, I believe the carousel is to the left. I forget where it is. It's been so long. But, oh no, it's below. And so whatever item I'm talking about, I'm going to highlight in the carousel. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and highlight the first one now. So you'll see the first one that we're going to be talking about. And so if I'm talking, one of the great things about live shopping, if you have questions, you can go ahead and chime in the chat and I will try my best, and Jack will help me out with this, to answer every single one of them. So I'll do my best to cover everything before you even have to ask a question. But if you do, I love it. That's the whole fun of this. So do you have any questions, Jack, before we get started?
I feel like I did earlier a little bit. So essentially what we're doing is you're going to be presenting me products.
Yep.
I'm going to be saying hip, hip, or skip, skip.
Correct.
And then also, you guys need to listen to
what do you guys think when he says hip, hip, does he do a horns?
No,
horns with it?
No, we're not doing that.
Okay, fine. How about
yeah, maybe one of those.
Also,
so for the other giveaway, it's coming from what I say, right? So at the end, I'm going to say, like,
I'm going to do the giveaway halfway through.
And then I'm going to do the giveaway at the end.
The grand finale.
And it's coming from something that we say. So you got to listen pretty carefully. Thank you, Presley. And Tan.
Thank you to
everybody. Actually sunburned.
You have a lot of people starting to follow. Jack is making a lot of money, you guys.
Yeah. Let's go.
Let me get rid of this. Okay. Oh, okay, Jen, you wrote that. Okay. All right. So we're going to get started with the very first product. Now, this might be a skip for you, but I don't want you to think of you. I want you to think of all your girlfriends.
Okay.
Let's give a shout out to some of your girlfriends. Friends, not girlfriends. Who are you missing from school? That might be tuning in.
Putting me on the spot right now.
Because there's
too many. I don't know. Let me look at the product and let me, I'll see if there's anybody in mind.
This. Okay. So Jack, what do you think this is? If you had to guess, would you have any idea what this is?
I think it's some sort of beauty travel. So knowing you, I'm just using this is an educated guess here.
And there is a B on there, so I see why you might have thought. But actually, it's not beauty. It could be travel, but I think it's actually a great college item because when you guys are living in dorms or these small apartments, you got to save space and you want to keep things organized and you want to be able to get to things quickly because you guys are always on the run, I know. And this is actually a roll up jewelry and accessory organizer. Okay. So let me show you Jack and everybody else. First of all, I love this design. How cool is this that it just kind of rolls up like this?
No, that is really cool.
And then if you're traveling, it can just kind of pop
Just
in your
take it.
tote bag or in your luggage. But and I love the color. It's sort of an ivory blush, and it's a faux leather, but it actually feels, it feels and looks really luxe. I think it's a great gift item for somebody's birthday or you name it. But what I love is, first of all, you've got a little mirror here. Love the hook, so it can just hang on the back of the bathroom door, hang on the closet. You can put anything you want in here. You could put tech accessories in here. You could put medications in here. You could put statement jewelry in here, those bigger, chunkier pieces that you might have. And then in here, I have a pair of sunglasses. Put sunglasses in there. But again, it's whatever you want.
Yeah. So I have a question.
Yes.
Is this meant for travel only, or can you just keep this in your room?
Well, let's take your sister Courtney, for example.
Okay.
She doesn't have a ton of jewelry, right?
I don't think so.
Not a whole lot. So this would be for someone that doesn't have a whole bunch. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. 15 pairs of earrings can fit right here.
Yeah, that's a decent amount.
That's a good amount. But then even back here, you can fit even more.
Oh.
Okay. And then this right here, do you have any idea what these things are for, Jack?
My guess is necklaces.
Good.
Come on now.
You're a natural.
Thank you.
And how about this down here?
Those are definitely rings, right?
Right. So you've got the ring rolls, but guess what else you can put here other than just rings? It's also great for
toe rings.
If you had a toe ring, you
could
put toe rings there.
Belly button rings.
Stud earrings also. So if 15 isn't enough, you can put more down here.
Okay.
But pretty cool, right?
I honestly think this product is great. I think what's so cool about it is, well, I'm kind of speaking for the female population here, but I think that if I were to have to pack all of my jewelry, that would be the biggest pain in the butt in the entire world. I hate packing to begin with. I'm sure I can kind of speak for all of you, but I couldn't imagine trying to find all my little jewelry pieces and put them in a Ziploc bag. I think that's what you guys do. Whatever it may be. I'm not a girl, but I know that this is going to save a lot of people's time and it's going to make everything more organized. And if I'm a girl, to be honest with you, I'm just going to keep it all in there.
Right.
Why wouldn't you?
You don't have to pack and unpack. You don't have to think about what you're going to take with you. It's in here. You roll it up, you secure it, put it in your bag, and go.
Yeah.
You get to the hotel, you unroll it, hang it on the back of the door, and you've got a little mini jewelry armoire on the go.
I may be reaching here, but also I think this would be great if you're living in a dorm with like a shared bathroom and you're getting ready. I don't know if girls get ready in the shared bathroom, but if you need to go anywhere with it, why not just bring it? You get options. That's right. Maybe this earring doesn't match the skirt you're wearing or the dress you're wearing. Hey, we got some more.
We got lots of choices.
Yeah.
Very good observations. I like that, Jack. So guess what, guys? This is the first giveaway item. So we are giving this away. This is by a company called Boschku. And they make one also that's just for sunglasses that I love. It's not in the carousel. This one is on sale. So maybe you have someone that's going off to college and you want to get them a little going away gift. I think for girls, this would be amazing. And you can even put a little pair of earrings in there or a necklace or something nice.
Maybe.
Maybe. So anyway, this I'm going to be giving away about halfway through the show.
Okay.
So it's going to, again, be based on a question that I asked. So pay attention.
So we're thinking about 7-10-ish, 30 minutes or so.
That's a good idea for you to. Yep. And about 7:10, give me the alarm and we'll do the giveaway.
Cool.
Okay.
Kara, thank you.
Michelle thinks it's very cute. Terra says Jack is correct. Kieran hoping to hear many. Oh, thank you, Kieran.
Oh.
What?
Hip hip.
I was gonna say drum roll. Is this a hip hip?
This is a total hip hip. This is a hip hip.
We got a
to the
hip hip
max.
for the first item.
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
Do you guys agree? Everybody go in the chat. Hip hip or skip skip?
Whoever's got any guts to say skip. Credibility to you.
Rising Sun says, I like it as a sunglasses case. Yes, and actually they do have one, and I have it here somewhere that is just for sunglasses. So
Rising Sun said skip.
Well,
I guess we didn't explain it enough.
Rising Sun, why did you skip? I need to know.
Well, it actually is, in a way, a sunglasses
giving
case.
It a hip.
Let me pull this for a second.
Brittany's giving it a hip hip. Elizabeth, hip hip.
Rising Sun, I'm holding this right now, and I can tell you this thing is of extremely high quality. I would never even think about skipping this. And I'm sure I will skip some products.
I think
this is nowhere near a skip.
I might get you one.
Let's go.
You like it
I'll
so
use
much.
it, yeah.
Okay. Are we ready for the next one?
Yes.
Jack. Now, Jack doesn't know what this is going to be, but Jack knows this product.
Where do I put this?
Very well. I'm
Mhm.
gonna put it there because I'm gonna do the giveaway. Because his mom uses this product almost every single night. I'm sort of obsessed with it. Are you ready? Close your eyes.
All right.
Okay. Does anybody know what this is? What could this be?
I know what it is.
So here's the top. This is a silicone bowl.
Kieran, if you think that's a hip, you just wait, man.
So this is my popcorn maker. And I think every college kid needs to have one of these, right?
Yes.
First of all, so lightweight. So it takes up, first of all, because it collapses down, it takes up like no space in your suitcase if you're, flying to college.
Or if you're just in a dorm.
So lightweight, so it doesn't weigh much in your suitcase because it's made out of silicone, dishwasher safe, but takes up hardly any space in your dorm room if you're in a dorm.
I've never actually seen you make it because you kind of do it in the middle of like a movie, or I come back from John P's house watching a movie and I see you doing this. So can you explain to me how it goes?
You guys need to pick this up. I'm just looking right now. I'm going to click it in the carousel. This is 50% off right now. 50% off. I'm buying all of you one.
Yeah. Let's
this
go.
is only $10, less than $10. And I'm telling you,
I want to hear.
This is how it works. Okay. So we undo it like this. In the bottom, you probably can't see, but there's little rings that tell you how much popcorn to put in.
Okay.
I don't like a lot of butter. My children do.
I don't actually.
Your sister and your brother do. Yes.
Yeah. No, I don't though.
So I put a touch of butter in here and I melt it. Then I pour the popcorn, the good old-fashioned popcorn kernels. I don't like the microwave kind that you buy at the grocery store because I just feel like there's chemicals and all that.
Yeah.
So I just put the good old-fashioned organic kernels in here, and I swish it around to get them all coated with the butter. And then I put the top on like this, and the top will sink all the way down. Then you put it in the microwave. I set the microwave usually and it depends how strong your microwave is, but ours we do about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And you just hear it start popping. And as it pops, the lid goes up and up. And you open the microwave, and becomes your little serving bowl filled to the brim with the best popcorn.
I like that.
So good.
Because I know that you cannot stand the microwave. No,
I can taste the chemicals in that.
Yeah, no, exactly. So this is kind of makes it a lot easier for people who don't like the full butter movie popcorn. You just go all natural with this. Also, the ones that come in the big, like that are not microwave, have to be a lot cheaper per serving, right?
Such a good point. Oh my gosh, so much less.
Like
you'll save a ton of money. And when you're in college, if this is your first year in college, you will soon see you need to save your money, right, Jack? Jack's
I'm not very good at it.
That's why Jack is on here trying to get you guys to follow the storefront. He needs spending money in college.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If everyone just got on, follow the storefront.
Oh,
I don't know the name of it.
Somebody just bought.
Oh, we got to click. Good job. I think it's a good idea.
So Jack, well, let me say, I love that you just said that about saving money. That's one great thing. The other thing I know that happened to me in college when I was a freshman. It's called the freshman. I think it was 10 for me. Freshman 10, freshman 15. Sometimes it's freshman 25, where we put on a little bit of weight when we go to college.
Yeah.
And popcorn is one of the single healthiest snacks that you can have. Because
if you do it right.
If you don't do
if you're like Kieran, I think Kieran's on the chat. If you do it, you'll end up like him, which is not what you want to be, I don't think.
Okay, Kieran, is your mom watching? I'm gonna send your mom a link because you need to have this.
Yeah,
for sure.
Figure it out, dude.
John P, is that John Polig?
Yeah, well, I think it's Cade.
Okay, Cade, are you giving this? He says it's an easy hip.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to second that. I think
Rita wants to know if it's better than bagged popcorn. Rita, it's my favorite way to eat popcorn, so it just depends on what you like. But I like it really kind of simple. I just put a tiny bit of salt on it. I put that tiny bit of butter. And to me, that's perfect.
I think you also just feel better about yourself. Whenever you make this, I feel like I'm eating something genuinely healthy. And whenever I eat one of those Orville Redenbacher, like extra butter movie theater, I feel so disgusting afterwards. I think this kind of is like just solving multiple issues at once. It's more cost efficient. It's healthier for you. It comes in a literal bowl for you to eat directly out of.
It condenses down like that.
And you can add butter or any spices or whatever you want to it. It doesn't come pre-made. You get to decide how you want you customize your popcorn.
Jack, who thinks Jack should be a live shopping host? You're very good at this.
Well, thank you. I think I learned from
Amazon
the best.
Live. He's coming.
I'm going
for me.
another one, back to back.
Okay.
Hip hip, baby.
You have to do this.
Hip hip.
Okay, we got 2 hip hips in a row. If you are just tuning in, this is a very special Amazon Live episode because I have my son, Jack McKenna, on with me. Jack is an authority in the Ultimate College Gear Guide because he's been in college for 3 years now, going on his 4th. And so he knows.
I was just saying, I'm learning. I'm trying to learn as much as I can out of this. I'm living in a fraternity house next year, which is just about as college as it gets. So anything that I say is a hip hip, I'm taking back with me because I need to make my college experience for my senior year as less gross and as more organized and just, I don't know, as possible.
That is a perfect segue into my next item.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
I'm excited then.
I'm going to skip over. I'm not going to go in order because he just gave me a segue that I've got to jump on.
All right, let's do it.
So I'm not letting him peek. Hold on. Where is it? Okay. Are we ready? Now, this is an item that he just said when you move into a fraternity house, it's really gross and you've got to have all the help you can get. And as a mom, the thought of how gross it is when he gets there and the phone calls that I get about the athlete's foot that he's going to have, and about the warts on the bottom of his feet because he's in a shared shower with a bunch of gross fraternity boys. So the next item in my carousel that I'm going to talk about are shower shoes. Every boy that's living in a fraternity or a dorm room or even an apartment, because who knows who lived there before that.
I think anyone in college.
You got to have a shower shoe. And these are Under Armour. Feel how lightweight they are.
They are, and they're comfortable too. And these are obviously waterproof. They're comfortable for it being waterproof. And it's just not Crocs. So that's a plus.
Crocs, we have funny stories about Crocs in our household. And that they're not allowed.
They're not.
So thank you that, and I won't say why and all that, because if Mr. Croc is watching, I'll feel bad. But we don't do Crocs.
Oh, Brittany.
Brittany's already giving it a hip hip.
I know. She's kind of hinting at it. I think this isn't even a hip hip. I think it's just an absolute necessity.
You gotta have them.
I think you just need to have these.
And not just boys, because I have my friend Jen over here whose daughter, in case Brooke is watching, Brooke is a Longhorn too, Brooke. But I know that she and all the girls, all of her friends, they all have them also. Theirs are a little cuter than these, but these are great for boys. And I think they're really good quality. I looked.
And if you're liking the style of this, I'm sure they create, girl versions of this.
Now this is black, but I don't know if you notice, it actually has a very light camouflage. You see that?
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Oh, actually it shows up better on camera probably than in person. So it's just very slight, which is kind of cool. So it gives it a little character.
Yeah.
So these are 25% off. You guys, these are $16.50 right now. I'm not supposed to be saying price on. I'm not going to say that anymore. You'll have to look in the carousel to know.
That is a steal.
I will say they're on sale.
Yes.
But that is a good price because these will last you more than 1 year.
Well,
I don't know. It depends.
These things look like they're going to last forever.
Yeah,
I mean, I live in my bathroom in college is like an actual ecosystem. Like I think there's things living in there. So this will be my protection. I hate to, I might be diluting or making it not as important as it sounds, but hip hip.
We are on a roll. We got 3 hip
I know.
hips in a row.
I kind of want something bad next. I don't know.
Well, okay. I might just skip around here.
Let's do it. Let's dance.
Well, I'm not going to tell you if I'm going to skip
around. All right.
Then
okay.
Know.
Yeah.
So we got a hip hip on the shower shoes. Anybody else? You guys give it a hip hip? What do you think? And even if you're not in college, these are so good. And you don't have to use them just for the shower. They're for the beach or the boat or the park or anything.
Just anything quick.
I love them.
You got to go down to the store real quick. Get some popcorn for your popcorn kernels. Or for this thing.
Okay. I'm going to skip to one that Jack actually had the pleasure of being my guinea pig for the very first time last night.
Oh, okay.
So you might not be doing a skip.
No, I don't think
he really liked this one, I got to say. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight. Oh my gosh. And since last night, you guys are so lucky. We have all kinds of sales going on right now.
What's going on?
The price just went down. Look how much it costs.
Oh my God. That's actually crazy.
If any of you are in college where it's a little warm, in my office, I work sometimes on the weekends, and they do not turn the AC on here on the weekends. And so, and many times I'm filming and I'm under the bright lights and it is so hot. And so I wanted to try one of these out to see if I would like it for my office. I brought it home. This is, I'm going to highlight it here. This is a portable air conditioner, little mini guy. So I was thinking, and at that price, it's under $25 right now, you guys. Crazy, crazy. I was thinking, how good could it be? Could it really work? So last night, Jack does not have AC in his room. Here, we live on a little island in Southern California, and most of the houses don't have air conditioning because you've got the sea air.
It's not. I mean, it's hot. It's definitely so hot,
and it's been humid too.
It's been gross. It's been hard to fall asleep.
And so when he saw that, he's like, "Oh my god, let me try it."
So my mom came down yesterday. Obviously, she showed me this, and I mean, I was immediately excited. I get air conditioning for the night. But granted, how light it is, I didn't know that it's $24. Like, that is extraordinarily cheap.
Yeah.
For $24, you get premium air conditioning. And I'm not just saying that. You get more importantly, you get to sleep. So I'm going to show you how it works. And then, like, talk about cost efficient. I'm sure if we had air conditioning, it would be beyond expensive, especially in the summer. Going to Texas, I'm paying like $200 a month in utilities right now.
Who's paying $200 a month in utilities?
Yeah, she is. But let me just explain really quick how it works. So you see this opening right here? Literally, all you do is put water in here.
And we put ice.
And ice. So I was just going to say, yeah, if you want it really cold, if you are dying like I was last night before she turned this on, or actually throughout the entire summer, all you do is you put ice and water, you turn this little pupper on, you connect it to a cord.
Comes with the USB cord.
Exactly. It's not on right now, but here are the levels. There's 1, 2, and 3 for, how much air you want blown in your face. I did the level 3 and I slept like a baby. And so think about it. You literally pay $24 for air conditioning.
Everything.
Like, how does that even?
The whole, as long as you want to use
it.
And the
it works
run
amazing.
Time supposedly is 8 hours, but like you said this morning, I said, did it go all night? And he said, well, I don't know. You just need it to go until you fall asleep because then you don't know.
Yeah.
So we don't know how far it went. But in addition to the 3 fans right here, there's also a nightlight, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So this illuminates, and you can change colors or just be one color. We had it going like red and green and all that, or you don't have it on at all. But one thing that Jack didn't describe is that, because I don't know if he even saw me do it, this drawer pulls out here, and in the drawer is where the filter is. And so the filter is right here, like that. So if you are in a place where it's really hot and you really want that ice cold air on you, what you can do is you're going to pre-soak it. You're just going to pour cold water on it. And then, so I'm going to take these guys out to show you. So these just are like that, but you want to get these nice and wet and cold. But let's say you're going to school.
Freeze those, right?
Yes, you can take this, the whole thing, put it in the freezer.
Yeah.
And so when you're ready to go to sleep, you take it out of the freezer.
Damn cold. Okay, that's a great. I'm going to try that tonight, actually, probably.
Pretty great. We're going to be fighting over this because I want it for my office and he wants to take it back to school. We might have to get another one. So Jack,
okay,
what is it?
Before I say this,
okay,
this is not me selling a product. This is me saying, if you are in college and you don't have personalized AC, this is the most important product you can possibly get, especially if you're on a budget. If your parents are saying, this air conditioning thing's on you, you got to figure it out, you get this. It's $24 and you get air conditioning whenever you want. Maybe you have to put in a little bit of water.
Like a cup of water.
Yeah, like actually.
I forget.
And you sleep like a baby. Because honestly, for me, falling asleep in college is for some reason harder than at home.
Yeah.
But I know this is going to be a game changer. And with that,
even if you're studying though, like in your hot study, you just put this on and blow it on.
Yeah, you just grab a little cup of water. Hopefully, it's cold.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
if it's
free
not, you
AC.
put ice in it.
Yeah. So it's not $35.99. It's 33% off this time only. So you better click that portable air conditioner button right now for $24.
I was gonna say get it while it's hot, but that
get it while it's
not.
It's always cold, so it doesn't matter.
This is super cool, isn't it?
It's so sick. It's so cool.
Our family likes puns a lot, so that was one of those puns.
Okay, and with that, I say, I'm gonna go hip, hip, hip.
Oh, triple hip.
Triple hipping for this.
This is a big one. Triple hip on the personal air conditioner.
No, this is the product. Like, I mean, I haven't seen the others, but if you can go away with one product, if you're going to college, like, this is a no-brainer.
I think so too. And you know what? Kara chimed in here and she said some great things. She would even use it for her dogs, for her grandparents when you worry about the elderly getting too hot, and some of them are on a tight budget. And I mean, what a cost-effective way to keep everybody in your life cool. What a great gift. I love this.
Or just on your desk in your office.
Okay, Rising Sun saying he clicked on it $35.99, which is still good. Why am I seeing it at $24? Jen, do you see that 24? Yeah, we're seeing it.
Maybe you got to go to checkout and it'll take it back.
I don't know.
That might be the issue.
Well, you sold 6 air conditioners, Jack.
We did.
We did. That's pretty great. Good
Rising
job.
Sun, try going to checkout first. But
yeah,
if not, I don't know. Oh, we got 7, baby.
But you know what?
Come on.
Rising Sun, he or she. I'm not sure if you're. Rising Sun. Are you a boy or a girl? What is your pronoun? But what I was going to say is that's so true. At $35, it's still an amazing price. So
it's literally AC,
and it's tried and true. This guy tested it out last night and loves it. Okay, Jackie, I think we're ready to move on to the next one.
Let's go.
I don't know if you're going to have any skips, to be honest, because I can't even find.
Well, I'm gonna get picky from now on.
Well, he might think this one is a skip, but in reality, it's a major hip. Okay. We actually have a funny story that he just told me right before we went live about this item, because when I sent Jack off to college for the very first time, I was really nervous because I won't be there to make sure that when he walks out that door, he doesn't have wrinkles. He tends to just wad up his shirts and put them in the drawer, and they're so wrinkled, and he walks out. His friends are on. I'm sure they'll vouch for that. So. And I knew he wasn't not going to deal with the clunky, heavy iron when he went to college. So I made sure that he and how many boys did you live with first year? Oh, maybe I got it for you.
Last year?
Last year.
6. 7, not including me. Like, it was 8 of us in the house.
So guys, this is, and I'm sure most of you know what this is, and most of you have one of these. This is by a company called Pure Enrichment, which I have a history with. I actually been working with Pure Enrichment for years because I was so in love with this. It was actually 2015 when I first discovered this. And I actually worked with them on a project with it because I loved it so much. I've tried so many steamers. So this is a garment steamer. It is ultra lightweight. I think it's 1.5 pounds. It's gonna have water in it now, but it's got water in it. So
this is less than 1 pound.
Yeah, it's less than that, less than 1 pound. Like a little bit over 1 pound. So great to travel with. The top comes off, so it's really compact. And for this little guy, it's amazing, the power. I'm actually going to turn it on because one of the things, and again, I have tried so many of these, bought so many of them and thrown them away. A couple things happen. Number one, some of them take forever to heat up, and then they're sporadic. They'll heat up and boil and work great. And then 2 minutes later, they cool down again. You have to wait for it to heat up. It takes forever, up and down and up and down. The other thing that happens with the low quality ones is that the water sputters out. So when you're trying to look good, you're getting ready to go somewhere and it's squirting water, and now you've got water spots on your shirt or whatever it is that you're steaming. This one heats up so fast. So I'm turning it on right now, and we'll see how fast that is. The strength of the stream is so strong. It works better. You can already hear it, I'm sure.
Yeah. Is it going already? No way.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Let's see if you guys can see that in there. It's so powerful.
For those who can't, I mean, it is already like boiling almost.
But you'll see the stream in a second.
Yeah.
I think it takes about 30 seconds, a minute at the most to heat up. And then you're just going to put it. Okay. This is a little bit embarrassing that I'm telling you this story, but I said, Jack, don't you love your steamer? And he's like, Mom, no.
Let me. Okay. I'm a guy. These are kind of things that guys don't, really love doing, is steaming your clothes. It's already going. You see that?
The facial steam. Okay. Can you see it?
I don't even know if you can.
Maybe
it's kind of
camera,
it's getting hotter in here.
It's super hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well, for those who can't see it, it's steaming pretty hardcore.
There, I think you can probably see that.
Yeah. I'm gonna
and
start sweating.
you can
Keep
hear
this
it.
on.
I am going to turn it off, but that's how fast and how strong. No water squirting out. You can use this on the finest silk. You will not damage any clothes with this.
Yeah.
And it is foolproof. Unless
it's
you're
not.
Jack. Unless
it's not
you're Jack.
foolproof. It's not foolproof.
Tell them why.
Okay, so first of all, I hadn't
turn it
seen
on.
my clothes literally since junior year, which is so bad to say. So when the time came when I was running around with my head cut off for a formal, and I had this shirt on. It was like a pink theme. It was like the only pink thing I had on, and it was so beyond wrinkly. And I was just like, I cannot wear this. And I'll wear wrinkly clothes. Like I know that, like I'm just pretty bad at that. But this was too much. And so I pulled out this handy dandy little thing. The time was not an issue. This thing got going in like under 30 seconds. But I didn't even know how the steamers worked. So I was just like upside down with the shirt on already. Boiling water was like, oh my, it was so beyond painful. And on my back, like I thought it was like it just leaked in the beginning. So I did it again on my back, and it was like the most painful thing. And I didn't have anything else to wear, so I just had to power through with the steam, and it was brutal.
I am so embarrassed that I'm your mom, and it would not dawn on me that I would have to explain to him that you steam it while it's hanging up, not while it's on your body.
So for those that are going to college,
look who just jumped on.
Oh, Mopa.
Jack's grandpa just jumped on. I think this is Mopa's first time on Amazon Live. Is it, Dad?
It might be.
He said Mopa's really proud.
And so Brittany right here is saying hip hip.
And
so is Nicole. Guys, if you guys think this is a hip hip, obviously please comment below and click the damn button. In my opinion, I've had some previous bad experiences.
But now you know how to use it.
Now I know how to use it. I would love to see this thing be like utilized correctly. Let me just get this straight. You don't steam it while it's on your body. I learned that the hard way.
I'm going to talk to the
people. I think everyone knows that.
I'm going to talk to the people at Pure Enrichment tomorrow and have them change their instructions to say don't steam it while it's on your body.
Yeah, no, I think you should know that off the gate.
You should know, especially if you're a student in the McCombs Business School at UT Austin.
Yeah, but
this is how we learn, right?
Exactly.
So hopefully you guys have learned from Jack's mistake. But in case you were just jumping on again, I cannot stress enough that of all the steamers that are out there, and there are so many, there's none better than this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that because one thing, if you've been on my shows before, you know this about me. I will never talk about a product unless I authentically use it, love it, gift it. That's just something that I stand by. So this, as I said, since 2015, I've been using this and loving it. So I'm always happy to talk about it. And I'm so happy that my son now knows how to use it.
Just a little refresher before I go into my hip or skip section. If you guys are just joining, make sure to follow the storefront. We are giving out giveaways. We're actually giving one out. I think we should just do it after this product.
Well, it is 7:10. Remember we said 7:10.
So after this one, we'll be giving out a giveaway. I'm not entirely sure how it works. I think you're going to handle that situation. But follow the storefront. Please do that.
Yes, and by following the storefront, in case you're new to Amazon Live, by following the storefront, what happens is every time I go live with a new show, you'll just be notified. Marcy's getting ready to go live, and it'll say the name of the show, and you can either jump on or not, but at least you know that it's happening. The other thing is, by following the storefront, you are automatically eligible to win the giveaway. So if somebody gets this question right that we're about to ask, they can win the giveaway, but if they're not a follower, they don't win the giveaway. So this would be the time to follow, because I'm about to ask
Get them in.
Question.
Follow. I'm looking at you, Nash Corcoran and Michelle.
Michelle, thank you for following.
Michelle
Nash.
followed. Let's go. Nash started following. All right. Let's get those numbers up, people.
We got some Texans on here.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. This is going to be well, first of all, let me tell you what we're giving away. I can't remember if I even said it. We're going to give away the very first product that I showed you guys, one of my very favorite products in the show, because I've been obsessed with this for a very long time. I've been talking about it for a very long time. This is one of the only ones that is not for boys, although I'm sure there's some boys this is for. And whoever. But this is one of my very favorite jewelry storage solutions. And I think it's absolutely perfect for college students. And it rolls down just like that, hangs on the back of your door, bathroom, bedroom. If you're traveling, if you're going to the gym or wherever, you just roll it back up, you button it, secure it, and you're good to go. And that's it. So this is what we're giving away. And I'm going to ask the question, the first one to chime in with the correct answer. And my coworker, Jen, is going to make sure that that person is also a follower of the Storefront. They will be the winner of this. So you are going to go to my website. If you are the winner, that is marcymckenna.com, Marcy with a Y. Actually, you're seeing my website right at the top of the screen there. And you're just going to send me your shipping address and I will get this out to you if you're the winner.
Nash, get it right, man. I know you're dying for this.
This could take care of your mom's Christmas gift.
Well,
Nash.
actually, his girlfriend.
Oh, Nash. Do you have a girlfriend?
He does.
Really?
She's a cutie. Nash is doing well. Nash is killing it.
All about Nash?
About Nash?
Kidding. How's our dog, Nash?
Oh, Bo. I miss Bo. Okay, are we getting to it?
Okay. The question is, there is a hand signal symbol. What is it called? For the Longhorns. And I'm not going to hold it up, but you guys know what that is. Got to decline that. Oh. And there's something that we described in the beginning that people always do wrong. A lot of people tend to do it incorrectly. What is it that they do incorrectly when they do the hook'em horns? What's it called? Hand signal? Hand signal? Symbol signal. I guess so. Okay. So the first person that knows what the mistake is that people make is going to win the giveaway. That's a little bit of a
I think Renee got it.
Well, Renee put it up with a symbol. But Renee, she said it. No, she
did it.
Oh, Renee. I'm so glad a girl got it.
Yeah.
Yay. And I know, Renee, you're going to love this. I'm so happy.
Renee, congratulations.
That. And that was so fast. I'm very impressed, Renee. So congratulations. And if you didn't win, that is okay because we have another giveaway coming near the end of the show. Mm-hmm. So we're going to keep going because we have a lot more to show you. And so far, we've shown you several different products. Oh, I forgot to highlight this one. And again, you guys, this one is on sale for almost 40% off.
Oh my
The steamer, the one that I just showed you that I said I can't live without. I use this every day.
How much do steamers usually cost, would you say?
Well, this one is typically $40.
Okay.
And this is now under $25. This will last you forever. The other ones are done in 6 months.
Yeah.
This one, I mean, it goes on. And it's a great gift for anyone you know that travels or is going to college. Not just for traveling. This is the one I use every day. I had bought a big chunky one and it's just too big and bulky, so I don't use it. I love this little guy. So, and when you fill it, I probably use it like 5 or 6 times before I refill it. So it really lasts.
And let me say one more thing. I would say that probably the most important aspect of this is the no need to go to dry cleaning. If you're in college and you are doing, whatever, date events or going on dates or whatever it may be, and you need to look fly, especially if you're a guy, you go to a dry cleaners and I come back and it's $35 every time and I'm pretty pissed off.
That's ridiculous.
This is $24.99 one time. This will solve all of your needs any single time that you have to think about going to get dry cleaning. You go and use it yourself and it's solved.
Okay, I'm going to give you one more. I should have put this in the carousel because you brought up a really good point. It's not in the carousel, but it's one of my very favorite products that keeps, I don't know the last time I went to the dry cleaner because I use this product, and it's by a company many of you might know, women who are on probably more than men, but a company called The Laundress. And they have a shampoo that is actually, it says it's wool and cashmere shampoo. Put a cap full into either hand washing it or delicate in the wash cycle. In fact, I just did our linen couches with it, the covers. And you literally you You can wash silk, you can wash cashmere, you can wash wool with this. It's not going to shrink unless you put it in the dryer, of course. And you don't have to go to the dry cleaner. It's amazing. So that is one of my very favorite products that will save you so much money when you're in college if you do have to do dry cleaning for any reason. So again, the laundress, I wish it was in my carousel. And it's the wool and cashmere shampoo, home run product. I can definitely vouch for that. Okay.
You said spell it. What is it?
Oh, laundress is Laund, like laundry, but it's DRESS. So laundress, double S. They have a lot of great products. That one's my favorite though. That's the one that's just like, oh my gosh. Because I know what we used to spend at the dry cleaner. And there's a couple items that I do, but very seldom do I use the dry cleaner. Okay, Jackie, we're going to move on. Okay, this one, I actually love this one. And I saw this one today actually, I've been hunting one down for a while and looking for the perfect one. And I found this one and it didn't arrive till today. And so I kind of tested it out and made sure that I love it before I showed it to you guys. And I do. And I'm going to have you hand it to me. So this is a backpack laundry bag.
I don't know
I
what
think
this
is
thing
actually
was.
a new item on Amazon. It's huge, so I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time, with it in front of us. But what I want to say is that try and go behind.
Yeah, wait, this is pretty difficult.
Okay, so it's big. It's got, when I turn it around, you'll see it's black, so it's hard to see, but this is a backpack, right? So if you're going, you used to have to go all the way downstairs to do the laundry in your first year. You can put this on your back with all the laundry in it, but that's not what I love so much about it. More, I love that when you open it up, it's square. So it actually could be a hamper like this.
Oh, wow.
So it's a square hamper. It comes with this guy, which I really love because this is a folding board. So this just goes at the bottom of the laundry bag. And this makes sure that you can fold your clothes perfectly. It gives you directions on exactly how to do it. And you get that perfect retail store fold every time when you use this.
Sweet. That's a good addition.
So for those college kids that don't know how to Nash, do you know how to fold your clothes?
Yeah,
Is he a good folder?
Yes.
But what I like about it being square is that, let's say you're down doing your laundry. When you fold it, you put it in here nicely and it stacks up.
Oh,
perfectly.
so it caters to what can fit in there?
Well, it keeps like if you have a round bag and you're throwing everything in, it's all getting wrinkled.
No, it's mayhem.
So this being square, it's all going to stay nice. But check this out. Then this front pocket here, if you unfold it, you'll see that.
Oh, baby.
So you can like pull things out.
Yeah.
You can store things
wow.
in here. You can see we didn't do a super great job.
I like that.
But that's pretty cool, right?
And so if you need something below.
Yeah, you don't have to go, right? You pull it out like that.
That is smart.
See, try to hold it up. And then the other thing is when you zip it back up, there's pockets here. Maybe you have your laundry card in here. On the
or some
side,
coins.
Whatever you use here, you can put your laundry detergent, your Downy. I'm sure you use Downy, Jack, don't you?
Tide Pods, actually.
And then this right here comes up and it's drawstring. But look at how much you could fit in this, which we know that laundry can pile up before we finally have
wait, let me
day.
Get like a gander at this thing.
It can also hang on the back of a door if you want to have your laundry that way.
But it can also sit by itself, right?
Yeah, I like the structure that it has, that it can go by itself.
Okay, so in my college, I have a hamper. That's a square. That is, I would say, just about the size of it. But that's its only role, is being a hamper. And I don't think anybody even thinks. A hamper's been so traditional for so long, as in it's meant to store dirty clothes, that nobody's ever thought to really revolutionize it. But this works. Like, this is how you do it.
This is how you do it. Solves so many problems.
Yes.
And you could even, when you're moving into your dorm, look at how much you could put in here just packing and moving from place to place. I mean, this is just a great carrying, like a box. Right?
That's funny. That's good.
You could use it for groceries.
So can you close it?
And then you've got the backpack, you have it full.
Can you just close it like this?
Yeah, it's drawstring.
This can just be a travel bag.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to Alabama this year for Texas-Alabama game.
Are you?
I am, actually.
Okay.
Wait, okay, so I know what I'm using.
right?
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
this
so
is
put-
perfect.
put that
I'm
down.
actually this is great. I'm
Isn't
using
it
this.
awesome?
Yes.
I was so excited about it. And you guys, this, I wish we had a shirt to do the demo on, but you just lay it down and you fold the one
Yeah,
side
sure.
here, one side here, one side here. You pull this out and you have a perfectly folded shirt every single time. And when you have a perfectly folded shirt, you might not even need this.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So that, we got 100 hips from Rita on that one. She likes that
Whoa,
one.
Rita.
And Brittany gives it 4 hips.
Wow. I like that we got that rolling now. That 2 hips is not where we're stopping.
No, this
Rita's
is,
in. Rita, you
yes.
better be one of those 2 clicks.
so
I'm
Jack,
in too.
what do you give it?
I'm giving it a hip. I'm not saying that it's better than the AC unit because that thing is just straight up revolutionary. But this is a close. I would say that this is my number 2 today.
Is it?
I would.
I didn't expect that.
I would say this is 2.
Okay.
This is 3.
Okay.
This is 4, and this is 5. Just because I don't own jewelry, so.
Well, Renee thinks it's a 1. She's
If
excited.
you're a woman,
I mean, 1 is in the top.
or if you have jewelry or any need to buy something like this, I'm sure we're putting it at the top.
Yes.
Close to the top.
Until December when Marcy McKenna comes out with her brand new jewelry portfolio.
Whoa.
To HSN
We might have to come back
in
and
December.
redo this thing for it.
Okay, so what we are going to do at the end is we are going to get your number 1. So keep paying
Okay.
attention because I'll be curious.
Okay.
And I want to hear from you guys too what your number 1 is. So far, what do you guys think? What's your number 1 item so far?
And I want to get some nays in the chat. If you want to, go against.
Skips.
Oh yeah, skips. If anyone has the kahunas to be the unpopular minority over here, I want to hear skip in the chat. Let's.
Yes, if you don't.
I want to hear an opposing opinion and maybe why it wouldn't work.
Rising Sun skipped something.
Oh yeah, what was that? Oh, that was this because she wants it to be sunglasses,
right?
Which is honestly a good idea.
Rita's number 1 is the laundry bag.
Rita,
nice, Rita, and you're right, Jack. It's so much more than a laundry bag. I have to agree with that.
The biggest issue with laundry is the inability to fold it back into your hamper. In my opinion, that's just been brutal.
Right. But now
also,
you have a perfect big square to put it in.
If you're a guy, it may take a day or 2 to transfer your folded laundry into your closet.
Just a day or 2.
So this little compartment, if I have a really awesome shirt down here that I'm refusing to put back into my
this could be your new
dresser.
dresser.
Yeah, it could be your new dresser. I'm just gonna open this up and take it right out and just keep it in there.
Okay, Nicole is loving the laundry bag also, and my favorite steamer.
Great.
I'm with you. I love them all. I don't know what I can't decide yet.
Okay, I want to get on to the next
Okay,
product.
we are moving on.
I'm excited here.
This one has been so popular by all celebrities, press. It's been featured everywhere that you can imagine. I never knew of it until very recently. And when I discovered it, I just think it's the coolest thing ever. Actually, I have 2 versions of it. I'm going to highlight it here. This is another one, you guys, by Pure Enrichment, who does this one. So I know their quality, so I was excited to try it because everything they come out with is so great. So I did. And this is especially fitting for this guy because he does have allergies. And this is an air purifier, a little mini personal air purifier. So if you are, and think about the dorm rooms and the musty and that, how just who knows what's in there. And to be able to have a personal air purifier that can go with you, feel how lightweight it is.
Wow.
So
this is actually less than a pound. Close.
Yeah.
Maybe right around a pound.
I'll be curious. Jen, do we know what it weighs?
Yeah.
Less than a
Booyah, less than a pound.
Okay. And it's got the charger there. And then it holds a charge. And so you can take it with you. It's completely portable. It's great for travel. It fits even in your car.
Oh, wow.
If you need it in a car situation, it fits in a cup holder. And it's very strong.
Yeah.
So it's got the 3 different levels again. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But I love this little handle. But the other thing that the handle does is if you fold it down, it acts as a little stand for it, so you can kind of have the
nice.
directional air
Yeah.
purifier.
No, this is awesome.
It's pretty great, and it's such a nice design. I love the design of it. The one in the carousel, guys, is they were actually sold out of that color. That's the one I wanted to get, the blue. But I love all the colors. I kind of was a little stumped on it, but obviously white is just easy. Goes with every, just it's very Apple-like.
Yeah.
I think of that.
100%.
And the blush, the pink, is amazing also.
Yeah, it's stylish.
I was just gonna say they do such a good job with design.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
awesome. I think Nicole just said honestly something really smart.
Love that. Never seen a compact purifier like that before. Can go right on a nightstand.
Exactly. And so
when you're sleeping.
our purifiers they're usually a lot bigger. Like
Do you
they're
remember
huge,
yours
right?
growing up? We had one in your room that was
Yes.
this big.
Okay, I'm gonna tell a little story. My freshman year, I think that I can say this for most colleges, where you're living, honestly, the quality of air is so bad. If you are living in a dorm room, you're not getting natural air. Did you know that?
What are
It's
you getting?
all like fake recycled air that is never coming from the actual outside.
Yep.
That is a major problem. There was so much built up mold in my room, and something like this didn't even cross my mind.
Oh my
First of all,
gosh.
because I didn't know it existed, and second of all, a traditional air purifier is such a big, project. It's so
You would
big.
never take that with
It's
you
expensive.
to school.
No, it's just not worth it. You just
No.
got to breathe in mold.
Which he's telling the truth. I'm not going to call out the building that you lived in, but all of the parents of the kids in the building were very concerned because kids were coughing and hacking.
Everyone was sick the whole entire year.
Completely
And
sick.
this is not just to like
Not
where
just
I
where you
lived.
lived, and you lived in a nice place, really, relatively.
Yeah.
Compared to.
I mean, if you have a son or daughter that you know is going to live in a dorm room, I'm telling you right now, the air quality is honestly pretty dreadful.
Yeah,
And
that's a really good point.
I didn't know. I don't think anybody knows that a air purifier can be of this size.
And the weight and
this is incredible.
And I want to say that if you guys, they're not in the carousel here, but I was reading some of the reviews. The reviews are off the charts. This is so highly rated. Everybody loves this item. So if you have any kinds of allergies, which he does, he's got dust allergies. He had all the pricks on his back to figure out what the heck was going on. And
I was also just coughing up guck for like 2 years, actually.
Yeah.
If I knew that this pure enrichment existed, I would buy one for every room, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
This is an awesome product.
I think it is.
This is not only just a hip, but this is a high-end hip. This is a top 3 for me so far.
And even like if you have younger kids that go to camp and they stay in dorms in the camps.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of nasty. And just to be able to know that you can send this with them, it's not going to take much room in their suitcase or duffel bag. And they're going to be breathing pure air while they're away.
No, this should be on every single person's nightstand in college. 100%.
They need to do college colors, right?
Yeah.
We need
it would be cool to customize it. This feels like this is created specifically for college.
And travel.
And travel too.
I mean, even think about, and with COVID, not that we're there anymore, but at the time, but even on an airplane, you can have this literally with you sitting on the stand if you're wanting to purify the air around you. So many uses for it.
Okay. Sherry just said, I bring my wall plug-in air purifier with me on vacation. How long does a charge last?
It's the one charge when you give it a full charge, it's going to last 12 hours. Which is pretty darn great.
But keep in mind,
so the fact that
you have this right here. So during the day, when you're not in the hotel room, plug it in and you get another night of that. Or just any time spent in the room.
So many people are loving the laundry bag. I have to go back to that. Candy just said she loves it, but I did see Candy gave a skip.
Oh.
She's skipping the shower sandals.
Okay.
We'll forgive you on that.
That's fair.
I get it.
No, I honestly do get that too.
Candy lives in Alaska. I love that.
Oh, cool.
I know. No pun intended. Okay. We are moving on. So we have a major what on this, Jack?
This is a hip to the max.
Hip to the max. Nicole's giving this a hip.
Yeah, Nicole, me and you have been riding the same wave lately, like through this for.
He meant to say you and I.
You and I. I'm sorry. I'm bad at that. I do go to college. I need to work on that.
Yeah, I think you learned that in college. You You
I
didn't
know.
do that before you.
I don't know what
it's
it
a little
is.
concerning, McCombs business school.
But if you have not already, clicked on this or showed any interest, you're doing yourself or your kid wrong. Like, this is a life-saving product.
If you care about your child, you'll follow the storefront so Jack can eat, and you'll click to have pure air for your child. And a lot of people are chiming in here saying this isn't just for college, everybody needs this, which is so true. Which, I mean, because I do travel so much, this is going with me. That's
Yeah, I'm
why we
taking
have two.
I'm
Do you
taking
want the
this
white or
home.
the pink or the blue?
I'll take the
color?
white. I don't think I can do this one.
Okay, I'll do the pink.
Okay, I am taking a few products home with me, and this is
You're gonna need some more luggage. Actually, that brings me. I'm gonna skip on over because Jack's gonna have so much stuff to take back to school with him. A lot of it's gonna go in that laundry bag. We know that.
Oh,
but then other is going to go in. This is a new item for me, but evidently everyone knows of it but me and Jack. Jack didn't know a whole lot about this either. But now that I'm seeing it, I'm kind of obsessing over it. And so I'm highlighting it here. This is a set of 4. And this is these ginormous packing bags. As you're seeing, you can, so instead of, like, when Jack goes back to school, he gets on an airplane. So we're really limited to 2 bags. He's got the 2 big pieces of luggage, big chunky luggage that he takes with him to school. And then he's got to find a place to store that big luggage when he gets to school and he unpacks, if he unpacks. And instead, you can take these bags that are so lightweight, take up no room, give you more packing space than luggage even would give you. And you can check them, and then when you're done, you just fold them up, and they just condensed it down to next to nothing. Put them under your bed until you go home, or you can use them for anything and everything. They're just these great giant bags for moving stuff around. This one, I looked really long and hard to find the best of the best, which you guys know I like to do. I'm your advocate on Amazon to help you sift through the millions upon millions of items to know which ones are quality and which ones have the best features. What I love about this one, first of all, I like the color. They did it's really nice looking.
It looks stylish.
But I like that there's a handle on the end so that you can carry it this way too, or you've got the shoulder straps this way. And I like that the straps go all the way around, so you've got that extra reinforcement, so you're not worrying about the handles coming off or this dipping down. It literally goes all the way around for that when it gets really heavy. And then I also love that, 2 more things. One, I love that there's the label pocket right here. So you know what's inside. Maybe one of them's for your laundry, one of them's who knows. And then I also love that it has the full open top, which not all of them do. So it's almost like a big giant box when you open it. It's hard to show you here, but it's that square full open top.
Okay.
Where some of them will just zip in the middle, and then it's hard to get inside and to see what's inside.
So essentially what this is a very compact, takes up no space, just luggage, right? And so
or moving boxes.
Moving boxes. Okay.
Like, I'm even thinking I just moved offices. I would have rather used that than those big, expensive, chunky cardboard boxes.
Yeah.
Because it's really a box, and you could put over your shoulder instead of having to.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah. I think this would be so just moving. Tying this back to college, you move once a year. Having this, I still think I have like 3 of our suitcases at home or in Austin.
That's always a problem.
And you don't know where to put it.
The suitcase, they're always all the way in Austin, and
So this takes care of that. You can bring 1 suitcase, you can bring 3 of these, and you have 1 suitcase for when you need it.
Yep.
And you have a ton of extra room.
Yep.
But whenever it's the time to move out, pull one of these out. Pull all this. This is a 4-pack. I just saw that you asked that, Sherry. It's a 4-pack for $29.
You are such a natural, Jack.
So if you want a $7 $7 suitcase, you're looking at it.
And I mean, you can tell the material. This is gonna last forever.
Yeah, no, this is very industrial.
Really strong.
It is. I initially, so my mom showed me this. Was this yesterday morning?
A couple days ago, yeah.
And I wasn't very sold on it. I didn't totally understand it. I honestly didn't conceptualize the amount of room that it would save, especially when you're a freshman in your dorm. You have no room in those dorms.
No, I remember leaving you there and looking in the closet, which is so tiny, and looking at these big giant suitcases taking up all the room.
Yeah, and you use it once or twice the whole year?
You use it to go home with, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it takes up all your space.
Okay, this is a hip.
It's
everyone.
a major hip. And I'll say the same thing. I wasn't huge on it either. Jen was the one that said, Marcy, every child, every student at UT uses these. You're the only one that doesn't. And she didn't either. She didn't know, but everyone enlightened her and said, you got to get these. And so now, and at first I was like, yeah, I don't really get it. But now I'm remembering back to those giant suitcases in his closet going, of course, these are amazing.
Yeah.
And amazing for me too. I can think of a million ways I would use those.
Okay.
Just to store off-season clothes, to store your big bulky comforters, to store, you name it. Put all your ski gear in here.
Yeah.
And it's lightweight, it's easy to carry. You label it, you know whose ski gear is where. Instead of boxes, I love it. I'm hooked. I'm sold.
I think just suitcases in general are pretty annoying.
Excuse me, I have a travel line.
They're inconvenient. If you're in college and you're living in a small room, suitcases
for college students, I agree.
It's not like it just takes a lot of room up. And if you're looking to, consolidate messes, this is the key.
I'm going to add to that because there is something that I have sent Jack to school with several times that you really did appreciate, but you could use that in conjunction with this. And those are the vacuum storage bags. I'm pretty obsessed with those.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Those are major.
And those are in the carousel too, though. I think they're at the very end. I love them.
Yeah.
I use them for everything. There they are. Highlighting them. They're 20% off. This is a really good brand, you guys. I've done a ton of videos on these products. So what you can do is you've got all that clothes that you take for a full year at school. You put them in the vacuum storage bags. You vacuum out all the air, and all of a sudden all those clothes are down here. So you can put all those clothes, put several of them in here.
It shrinks it by like 8 times.
Yeah.
Like it's actually crazy. You'd be so surprised on how much you can fit.
Your sister's stuffed animals are still remember how many she
had?
And they're all condensed down into one bag.
Wow.
And they have been for years.
That's funny.
And everything stays fresh in them too because they are vacuum sealed. So those are awesome. Kara is giving it a hip hip. Are you giving these a hip hip, Kara, or the vacuum storage?
Probably both. I mean, I don't even think Kara needs to say it. I think every single person that's commented so far is pretty head over heels on this product.
I think you're right.
So even if I didn't like it,
how much
I think I can speak for the
because so Sherry, hi Sherry, I didn't even know you were on here. My eyes are so bad I can't see that far away. But a lot of people are on Facebook and YouTube, and so they're not seeing the prices all the time. So if you want the full shopping experience, you guys, where you can see the prices, you can click to get more information, you're going to want to jump over to Amazon. And Jen, can you put that in the chat, my storefront? So you're going to go to Amazon.shop/Marcy McKenna.
I think Jen's just gonna do it.
You know it, Jen, right? Okay.
But let's go back really quick just to make it convenient for Sherry.
Yes.
How much the air pure?
Well, is she asking for that or this?
She was saying, how much is the air purifier?
Oh, sorry, Sherry. That's $39.99. The air purifier. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, that's just a steal. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's $39.99. And you can tell it's just quality, the design. Was this the one? No, this one didn't come with the pouch. Okay. These bags, you guys, I'm not supposed to say the price when I'm on here. They don't typically like me to say the price, not because they don't want you to know it, but because if people watch this live back later and the prices change, then it kind of
okay.
And so
it's on sale right now, so get it while you can. Yeah,
I can say things like it's under. So these are under $29 if that tells you. For 4. So that Jack's right. They're roughly $7 a piece and cardboard boxes. You probably don't know this. They're a fortune right now, moving boxes. So if you, I know they're very expensive. Well, yeah, you would know. Actually.
Yeah, no, it's actually pretty unreal. You also use it one time. This is going to last you forever.
Okay,
should we move on?
Let's move on. Now I
think everyone's hip in this one. So.
Yeah, I think we got a unanimous hip. Okay, this one's kind of a fun one, but it's also I like to know that my child is eating well when he's away at school, and that breakfast is a very important meal of the day to get you going on to start the day on a positive note. And so this is one of those viral TikTok viral, Amazon viral items. This is by Hamilton Beach, and I'm going to highlight it right now. This is the breakfast sandwich maker. So this, I was going to put a video in because I took a video of us making them, and I sent it to you, I think. I don't think you had it with you at the time. But basically, you plug this in. Whoa, you plug this in, and the whole thing heats up, and you can make the most amazing breakfast sandwich on here. So you start, and you can do it however you want, but the bottom level, you're going to put your English muffin. It's almost like a cast iron in a way.
Yeah,
like
no, it's like a multi-layer cast iron skillet.
The next one right here, and this slides out. And the reason why that slides out is you're going to cook your egg on here. And then when the egg is done, you do that, and it just drops down.
That's cool.
Right? And then on top, you do the turkey and the cheese, or whatever you want to put on it. You could even do like a little pizza bagel, whatever you want to do. And then you just let it do its thing, and then the light goes off, and it's ready, and you slide the things out that I just showed you, and it makes the most amazing, like crisp on the outside, perfectly cooked. Like, it was hard for me to conceptualize that an egg could cook inside of a sandwich. Like, I think you got to make the egg and then put it in.
So this is like a stove within itself?
It's like a multi-layered stove. Not stove, like toaster oven in a way. But everything cooks at one time. The turkey is what I use on it, but you can do sausage, you can do whatever you want. That has a layer to be cooking, so that's right here.
Like raw sausage you can cook.
Yeah, I think you can.
Really?
I haven't done that, but when I think about it, it's like that's another cast iron right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, this because I took it out to clean, so you can see. Okay, so here it is without it. So this comes out. You can just put this in the dishwasher or clean it. And so this is on hinges like this. And so the egg cooks on this one here, drops down there. I put just a slice of turkey or Canadian bacon or ham is what I've done on top of that.
Smart.
Okay, and then
Nash is hipping all over the board.
Nash likes this. Several of your friends have it. I don't know if you remember that. When we talked about, like, they were kind of telling us, you got to get one, you got to get one. It says hot. Oh, that said hot sauce. So anyway, so we got one, and I was nervous to try it out. That it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And I love breakfast sandwiches. That's like my favorite.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing.
And so to find something that I could do it all quickly, it's like you set it and forget it. You go do your thing. It turns off when it's ready, and then you come back, and it comes out, and it's like you got a breakfast sandwich from a restaurant. Crazy. And it's really good quality. So it is like coming from a restaurant.
So what comes to mind here is that it's definitely going to be most beneficial if you don't have a stove or any cooking utensil near. I didn't last year, so I was just mowing pizza bites or whatever they're called the whole time. This is the perfect alternative if you need to go to class early, and you're on an empty stomach and you need to eat and you don't have access to a stove, or if you do have access to a stove and you want this to take care of it for you, and you're brushing your teeth, or not brushing your teeth, you're getting ready, and you have this thing going while you're getting ready. You don't need to worry about overcooking it or overheating it or burning the house down. This kind of solves it.
Or the whole dorm down. And it's true. Most dorms don't have a stove. So you're eating that junk dorm food, but you can make kind of a healthy breakfast. You can put anything you want in.
I don't think eggs are ever really purchased in a dorm. And so this kind of breaks the barrier, I think. Right?
I think it does.
Freaking hip, Ryan. Good job, man. Let's go.
Let's see. Just got one. Oh, Ryan got one. Freaking hip. Okay.
Yeah. So Nash and Ryan are two of my friends in college. And we got double support out of hip. That's 5 hips out of Nash. Golly.
I've actually bought this as a gift for people too, and I think it's a really fun gift.
No, it is. This is great, especially if you suck at cooking.
And if you have you have elders in your life who it's not so safe for them to be using stoves anymore and things like that but they want to be able to make something like this. So this 100%. Is a safe way
this is sweet.
To be able to cook without a stove. Pretty cool.
I'm in.
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's see. Do we
Nash,
have any
buy one, dude.
skips?
Let's use it next year.
Am I missing? Does anybody? Oh, Michelle made a great comment. I'm sure Michelle was talking about the storage bags. She said great for camping, great to take. Oh, I don't. Michelle, were you talking about the purifier or the?
I think regardless.
Everyone has.
Both.
Oh no, maybe you were. Yeah, the air purifier would be great for camping.
Yeah.
And so would those bags.
Yeah, both would be
because
solid.
they're just sealed and you could put so much in them. Good stuff. Okay, moving on. Okay, Jack. Well, actually, I'm going to show you a Marcy McKenna product right now because I think every college student needs to go to school with Style Stick. Who knows what Style Stick is?
I do.
Jack does. So what it is, you guys know of that fashion tape, the double stick fashion tape. Guys probably don't use it so much as girls do, but I know a lot of guys, their collars will stick up or roll under. And so you could put a little fashion tape there and stick it down and it stays and looks great all the time. It's so tedious to do. It's difficult. Guys won't do that at all, really. But even for me, I used it a lot just to keep the neckline where I wanted it, or I'm 5'1", and so almost every pair of pants that I buy, I have to hem, and I don't like to wait for the tailor to hem them, or it's just difficult and expensive and all that. So I would use that fashion tape, but it was so difficult, and I went through so much of it. So instead, this is fashion tape reimagined. So it's basically like lipstick. It goes on like lipstick. It's foolproof. You're going to put a whole bunch, you can apply it liberally. You're going to secure the fabric, the material together for about 30 seconds. And then you don't do jumping jacks for about 2 minutes. And that's how fast you can hem a pair of pants. That's how fast, if you're getting ready to go out the door and, oh my God, the button just popped off, or you have a lot of shirts where the buttons are gone,
many.
But you want to wear it and you don't have time to sew a button on or have a button put on. You just take this, you put it right here, hold it for 30 seconds, and it's secured until you wash it. So it's temporary. So it's going to come out in the wash or dry clean. So it's safe on all fabrics. But for me, I can hem my pants while they're on me.
Yeah.
I literally roll them up, I put it on, and it's done.
Kara, I was just about to bring that up. This is the perfect thing for college formals. I'm not kidding.
Yeah.
I didn't even this is my favorite invention you've actually ever come out with. First of all, because I can actually use it.
It's not a real one, so you can't open it and use it.
Okay.
I don't have any here, so it's just my tube.
Well, let me explain just how awesome this is, because I've used it on so many occasions. First off, my tuxedo pants are either ripped or something's weird about them. They're too low to the ground. I fold them up. I apply, this is pretty much glue for your.
You're basically going to fold your pants up like this. Mm-hmm. I sold this on QVC. It sold out in like 5 minutes.
No, this is the craziest product there is.
What you do is you're basically just going to apply it liberally right there. And then you're going to fold it. Let's say I want to take 2 inches off, because maybe I'm wearing heels and then now I want to wear flats, so it's too long. And I love that it's temporary because I can change the hem. And then I go like this, fold it down, and I'm going to hold it for 30 seconds. And then I can fold it down, and I just hemmed my pants. And
it looks perfectly normal. It looks like there's nothing wrong with it. Another huge kind of like often forgot about, valuable aspect of this is that I think, I know for me, I can speak for myself, but I think I can kind of speak for everyone here.
Yeah.
When there is like a big difference between your buttons on a particular shirt, in a sense that, this is maybe a little bit, too high, but this is, too low. I need something sort of in the middle.
Yes.
If you apply it in the middle, exactly where you want this to look, it solves that issue and it makes it look totally normal.
Yeah, it makes it look, I call it my tailor in a tube, because it's like you had it tailored just to
do exactly what you want it to do. You can customize your shirt while it's already on you in a matter of seconds.
And you looking in the mirror and, oh shoot, it's
the color looks weird.
I have a pair of pants that I love, but the pocket flap always does that. So I put it on and stick it down.
Yeah.
There's a million. Once you start using it, you can think of a million different uses. If Shane is on here, Shane is always calling me going, I need more Style Stick. She goes through it like crazy.
It's either run out or it's on its last edge in my apartment.
Every college kid. I mean, you're sending them away. You know they're not going to go to a tailor, but you know their buttons are going to come off. You know, and if they eat too much or you eat too much, and you have that gap, a lot of people get a gap between buttons.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
So you put it there, and the gap goes away. It's like perfectly tailored.
I've had to. 3 of my 8 roommates this year has like ran into my room dying to use this.
Yeah.
Because there's honestly really nothing like it on the market, and it's just so applicable to just so many different clothes. Like it's just any situation you can be using this.
Okay, so and this is you're getting, I think it is, Jen, can you confirm, is it you're getting 2 or you getting 1? Because they sell it both ways. So this is a product that I licensed to a company that I love. I love Grand Fusion. And so the price that I'm seeing in the carousel, the $9.99, that's one. Okay. So you're getting 1 for what the price that you're seeing in the carousel. This compared to using fashion tape, the amount of use that you'll get out of just 1 tube, it's incredible.
We're just getting it tailored.
Or 1 for 10 and 2 for 14. That's kind of a no-brainer because you're gonna use it all the time. I want to say something though. I don't know what the reviews are in there, but I'm guessing they're not all 5-star. This is what happened when I sold this on QVC. And this was my fault because I didn't do a good job explaining this. If you know how to use it and what it works on, you're going to give it 10 stars. Because like Jack's saying, it's amazing if you're using it on what it was designed to be used for. If you don't know the fabric that it doesn't work for, you're going to give it 1 star. So when QVC, we sold out very quickly, and then the reviews came in and they were either 1 or 5. And I went, oh my God, it's my fault because I didn't.
So which do they not work on?
So it works on about 90% of the clothes that we wear. It works on your polyesters, your linens, your silks, your denim, your cotton, all the things that you normally think of. What it doesn't work on is anything that has a sheen. So think of some of your golf shirts. It would work beautifully on this. But the golf shirts that are shiny.
Yeah.
If you try to do
It's
the
got
collar,
that little layer of something weird.
the slippery, shiny,
Yes.
like it's not going to work on satin. Because let me tell you how it works. The way it works is the formula penetrates the fibers, and when it penetrates the fibers, it creates a lock. And so that lock stays secure until you wash it, and then it kind of melts away. And it does not harm fabric, and it's hypoallergenic and all of that. But if there's no place for it to penetrate into the fibers, so that shine, there's no pores for it to go into, so that's why it doesn't work. And so a lot of people use it for bra straps because the shirt does this. You got the bra strap showing.
Oh.
So you do this, you put a little bit on, and then you stick it. But if you've got a bra strap that's really shiny, it's probably not going to work. So I just want to forewarn you that there is that, sliver of use where it's not going to work. But I would say 80 to 90% it will. And if you just think of that in your mind of if it's got fibers that it can penetrate, it's going to work.
And really quick, Candy.
Yeah, good question, Candy.
The glue washes off every single time you wash it.
It's water soluble. So, but let's say you're not going to wash it. You'll see maybe a little bit of a white residue, but you just take a wet cloth and just rub it, and it comes right off.
Yeah.
So.
And then Sherry, that's just a great point. If you have a gap in a shirt in between buttons, like I was saying, that is what I've used it for most. Also, just collar complications. Both of those are just so huge with this.
But I feel like you come home with your dress shirts and missing buttons all the time.
Yeah, and it's okay because I have this.
Because you have your style stick. Yeah.
So
will it hold a cuff and pants? If it's the right fabric, it will absolutely. I'm telling you, I hem almost every pair of pants I own with this. I don't like to get my pants hemmed permanently anymore because there's so many times where even like these, you can take a pair of white jeans that are normally full length or any kind of jeans, turn them into capris just for this night that you're going, you just want that look. And then tomorrow you might want another look. So that's what I love about it is that it's temporary. So maybe I might want a conservative neckline one day, but then I'm going out to something that's a little more flashy and fun. And so I can undo it. And it really sort of expands your wardrobe because you can customize everything you own by using Style Stick.
And let me say one more thing, just bringing it back to college. Mm-hmm. There's been so many times when I borrowed people's clothes and I just know off the bat, like that is such a cool shirt, but there's no chance that this fits me. This solves this.
Uh-oh, how? Oh, because it's too big?
If I'm wearing if someone's loaning me a shirt and I know he's bigger than me,
Okay.
why wouldn't I just hem it the way that it would fit me, put it in the washer, give it back to him, and it's the exact same thing.
That's true. Good point.
It's just this thing is so versatile. I cannot stress it enough. If this wasn't my mom's product, I'm still saying the exact same thing. This is the biggest hip I can give.
Woo!
I'm just saying, without
Thanks,
promoting my
Jack.
mom, this is like a hip.
I'm going to
There's
quote you on that. I'm going to do an ad campaign. Hip, 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 hip. Hip,
This-
hem, 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 hem.
Yeah. No, actually, this is so awesome. Like, I cannot stress this enough.
I do love it. When we start to run out, I kind of panic. I do. No, it's a great, great item. One other final thing I want to say, just as on this subject, as a mom, I'm not a sewer, and when these guys are growing up, there's so many times when you have to put patches on things or put their name on things for sports and things, and I could just really quickly stick it on and no one would know the difference.
Exactly.
So you can use it for things like that too, crafting and sewing and all of that.
Okay.
Okay, let's move on.
How many more do we have?
Okay, we've got, what time is it? Oh God, it's already 8 o'clock.
I know. We've
Okay.
been going.
Okay, we're gonna wrap. I'm gonna do one more
Okay.
because all of these items that you guys are seeing, they're all inside my storefront. So as followers of the storefront, I hope everybody has followed the storefront by now. So Jack has money to eat with when he goes to
Yeah,
college.
if you guys are just getting in, I get $1 for every follow on the storefront. So
but what you get,
I'm begging you to do that, please, right now.
and it doesn't cost you anything to follow,
No.
and you don't get annoying ads or anything like that. The only thing you get is it's just going to tell you every time I do a live segment. And my segments are so much fun that you want to know that I'm doing it anyway. But you can either choose to be on or not, but at least you know about it. And you're also eligible to win the giveaway. And only people that are followers can win the giveaway. And Jack's about to give away another item in just a minute. But I'm going to pick in the carousel, Jack. I want you to look through and you tell me, there's a couple items that are just must-haves that I'm going to just mention really quickly that I didn't know about when Jack went to college, and I wish somebody had told me.
We'll do it at the end.
I'm going to highlight what.
Just let me choose, and so we can see what are left. You can give a, or you can do it now. I mean, it's your
Oh, you
show.
want to choose the last one?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
You choose. Okay. Okay. While Jack's choosing.
Okay, yeah, you keep going.
I'm going to keep going because the two that I was going to mention that I wish somebody had told me, one of them looks very boring in the carousel, and what it is it's 4 little white risers that are designed to lift a dorm bed off the floor so that you have storage space under the bed for those bigger, bulky items. And they're just a must because it just opens up so much storage for college kids. And I didn't think about that. I didn't know that, but I wish I did. Oh, that's a good one.
Should we do this one?
We might want to do that one.
I think we should. I'm deciding between this one and this one.
Oh, see,
You
they're all
choose.
good.
They are all really
Maybe
good.
we do both of those.
Okay.
Because they're both good. So there are under bed storage bags, which are awesome and just a must for college. The command strips, because the amount of holes that they put in the walls, and then we get to pay as parents when they check out. Instead, get the command strips.
Yeah.
There's no holes. So those
Command strips
great.
are so necessary.
Those are on sale today. And then the Keurig, I wanted to mention that just because that's 30% off right now, that little personal Keurig, which you got to have.
We gave Ryan one in the chat. Ryan,
Yeah,
if
that
you're
was
still
Ryan's
on,
graduation
is that
gift.
treating you well?
And Nikki. Didn't I give Nikki one too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's only, I'm just going to say it because it's such a good price. It's normally $110. It's $79 today. And it's so cute. It's the little, you can see it in the carousel if you're on Amazon Live. I got one for my mom. I bought so many of these. It's crazy.
They're also just a great gift.
Such a great gift, especially at that price. That's fantastic. So because it's so low for Christmas, anyone that lives in a small space, that little compact one is amazing.
100%.
Okay, the one I wanted to mention, other than the risers that I'm not going to show you because I don't have it here, but to have a mattress topper. Am I right? You can't go to school and lay on the mattress. You have to have a topper.
No, especially when you're given the mattress. It's like it's not set enough, but if you're just going to risk it and go no mattress topper, you will have a bad year. Like you will not sleep.
So that is a must. Rising Sun says Jack is a natural at this.
Thank you,
I've
Rising
been telling
Sun.
him that he needs to do this. I know.
Maybe.
And it's
We'll
fun.
see.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a great time. I'm
It's
hot.
So
though.
it is hot. We need our little
And I
air
need to-
conditioner.
Never mind.
Okay, and so of course, also this one, I'm just saying it really quickly. The USB wall, you just plug it in. You have extra USB ports. You have how many plugs? 2, 4 gives you 4, 6 extra.
6 with
8.
2 USB.
8 outlets. 2 on top, bottom,
Yeah.
center.
No, that I have one of those in my
using it
room.
and it has a night light on it, which I love.
I have my lamp, my TV, my Xbox, my LED, and there's one more thing. All
into one.
Oh, and my computer charger and phone charger, all in that. It was great, especially if you're in limited spaces. You get that going, and it's perfect.
Another one, 25% off, you guys. That is, I mean, every house needs, like, take college out of it. I mean, aren't you always looking for another charge? You know, another USB port, a plug. So this gives you so many. I bought this for my mom too. So she's got that. She loves it. Pepper spray. Every girl's got to have pepper spray. Sarah says Jack is a natural at it, just like mom, she says. And who was it? Rising Sun just said, you're a natural at it. You need food money.
I do.
Shouldn't he be doing this in college? I mean, come on.
Oh, is that what you were referring to?
Yes. Not just the following, but you can do this, Jack.
Maybe.
The Wonder Hanger. I love it. Show them how it works really quick. See, it's all lined up. You just pull it down.
Like right now?
This one, yeah. All you have to do is just show them how, just demo how it comes down.
So, can you guys see right
guys?
here?
Oh, shoot. No, you can see.
So, this is.
I'll try to move the camera a little bit. Oh, wrong way.
Literally all you do is this.
Oh, wrong way.
Oh, this is actually an awesome product. I can just bring it over here. So, this is your traditional
such a space
hanger right
saver.
here. This would go on your closet or in your closet.
Pick what you want to wear.
Yeah. And so when you're once you have your things, you consolidate so much space by simply only keeping one of them on. You can see they all line up. They're all down like this. Sorry. But this is literally taking up maybe an inch of closet space compared to what it traditionally would be. What is this? Probably 8 or 9 inches right here. And
we just have one on each, but you can put multiple.
Yeah.
So you can fit a lot of clothes in that space and then condense it down to next to nothing.
No, this is awesome. I don't have one of these. I need one of these.
And I love the gold. I know it's kind of a girly thing. But it looks really great.
Yeah.
They did a nice job with that.
This is actually an awesome product. Yeah. I am 100%. This is going to be one of my.
There's never enough closet space at school, right?
No, there's not. And it only gets smaller because you're going to constantly be buying new things.
Sherry loves the Wonder Hanger too. Yeah. If you don't have a Wonder Hanger, guys,
it's a hip.
It's been one of the biggest infomercial products of all time, probably, because it's so good.
Yeah.
And that comes with a pack of 5. What is it? 1, 2, 4. 4, Jen? 5. Oh, you can buy a pack of
Rising Sun. I'm going to take a lot of these products with me.
He's putting it all in his new laundry hamper.
I was just going to say that. I'm going to take this guy.
You're not taking mine.
Well, I'll get my own then. I'm taking the purifier.
Air purifier.
I already have one of these guys. I know how to use it now, so I'm not going to be taking that because I already have one. Oh, and I'm taking my favorite of all, my AC unit.
Your personal air conditioner.
I'm taking pretty much most of these.
Okay, don't tell us what your favorite is yet. You only get one favorite, but we're going to do one more item. Then we're going to do the giveaway and Jack's favorite, and I want to hear what all your favorites are too. Okay, this was a new item to me too, and I thought it was so cool when I found it online. And then when I got it and I saw how cute and tiny and lightweight, it's just the cutest thing ever. But this is a little portable. Where is it? I gotta highlight it. This is by Pure Enrichment also, you guys. I'm telling you, I'm such a fan of that company. Everything that I've ever bought from them,
so
I'm obsessed with. Where is it?
I think they're 3 for 3 today so far. I think you might have passed it.
Do I not have it in the carousel? I don't.
Oh, no.
Okay, well, it's in my storefront, you guys. It's under both travel. So that's why I love it. I am going to bring this with me on every single trip.
You got to tell me what it is.
So what it is it's a little portable sound machine. Remember the other night, Jack and I, we were up, both of us, one of us could sleep. It was like 2 or 3 in the morning.
And we're both downstairs. Like, what the hell?
And so this has, I think, 7 or did I charge it enough? Oh, darn it.
You didn't charge it?
I didn't charge it enough. Let's see if I can plug in. Oh, here, I can plug this guy in. Plug in here.
Okay.
Okay, hold on 1 second here. Oh, darn.
6 minutes.
Is that the right one?
Oh.
Oh, 6 sounds, not 7. Okay, now it's plugged in, so this should work.
I'm going to have to let it charge first for a little bit.
So one of them is tranquility, one of them is positivity, one of them is euphoria, isn't it? One of them is meditation. Am I doing it right? What am I doing wrong?
I don't know. I think something weird's going.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. So what it is here? You can't hear it.
There, it goes loud. It's got a great speaker on it. So that's one. If you put it closer to that.
Are you hearing that, Chris Housen?
It has. Oh, Chris Housen's on. Hi, Chris. It has a timer, so it can turn off automatically. But just these soothing sounds that you can have with you when I think of college kids and being in the dorm and all the sounds and the noise and the thin walls and all of that. And being able to change the sound if you want to focus and you need to really study
you just
or you
study?
want to relax. Yes.
Because I usually just have to do, I look up like study music. If I just have this thing going.
Yeah.
Well, this is going to be
and
for,
once it's
for like
charged,
a
it
baby,
can go with
right?
it. Well, that's, I forget which one is which. So
That's the sleep, right? White noise?
No, that sounds like it's like keeping water, isn't it?
Okay.
So
Okay,
that's
this is
more
great.
like serenity, but I love the meditation one, and that it's a timed meditation.
Yeah, no, I'm a fan of all of this.
Isn't it great? I love it.
So this is also a peer enrichment product, correct?
It is.
So
Rita's giving it a hip, hip, hip.
Rita.
So if I turn it all the way up, let's see.
No, this is great. If you can't sleep at night, and if you're going to college, first off, and you can't sleep already, you're gonna have a lot harder of a time sleeping. You need to buy this, and you need to buy this, and all of your problems will go away. I'm not even kidding.
And it comes with this little cute travel pouch.
Great.
So you can,
Yeah. You see what Kara just said?
Kara says hip hip, great for babies too.
100%.
Actually, remember Colin, his younger brother growing up had it, and all of you had the teddy bear with us inside of it, but it was just that white noise.
Great. Okay, should we move on?
Michelle loves this too, hip hip. Okay, so this is Pure Enrichment, a little sound machine. I'm going to turn that puppy off. And we have been through almost all of them. Oh, we have one more. And these are great. I'm just going to quickly show you because Jack, in his last room, he didn't have a night light. And rather than buying a whole lamp or installing a light on the wall, then having to pay to have it, ruining the wall, you can get these little lights on Amazon, and they've got the 3M sticky on the back. So they just stick on the wall. They're directional. So you can just, it could be a reading lamp at your bed, or it could be, a spotlight on a piece of art on the wall or whatever. I actually use them back here. You can see some of the spotlights. I use these and love them. So anyway, these are just really handy to be able to put light where you don't normally have it in a dorm room or apartment, which is always a big. It seemed to me when moving you in with all your 6 boys and nobody had light, and I just thought that was a great solution. So I wanted to put that in there too.
Cool.
Okay, now we are going to get. First of all, we're going to. Jack, you get to ask the question. What are we giving away? Remember, this is our second and last giveaway. So hopefully you guys were paying attention, because Jack's going to ask you a question about something we talked about, and the first person that correctly answers it will win what?
That's right. One of my favorite products so far today, probably the most important and necessary product, is if you guys have just come on tonight or today and you don't know what's going on, this is the Pure Enrichment Air Purifier that is extremely portable. And essentially what it does is, granted, I know its size is the size of a water bottle, but it can purify an entire room, which is something that you will very much so take for granted if you have not experienced in a college dorm, because the air is moldy, it's gross, and this can solve all of its problems. So this is what we're giving away today. I'm going to ask a question, and the first person to answer correctly, we will be sending one of these. And Mom, you want to explain
Yes.
the details?
So the person that gets it correct is going to go to my website, which is Marcy with a Y, McKenna.com. It's right at the top of the screen there. And you're just going to click on the contact button, and then you're going to send me your shipping address, and we will get this out to you. Okay. So what's your question?
This is kind of a hard, this is a little bit difficult of one.
Okay.
But
if I can get it.
What are my that's on the what is it called? The carousel? What are my 3 favorite products discussed so far? In no particular order.
Okay.
Do
you know what they are? You have to think of what the answer.
I do.
Wait, I want you to write them down for me.
Okay.
So we'll know that it's legit and you're not just picking a friend.
Okay.
Okay, which ones do you think? It's funny that you asked that. On a lot of my lives, that's how I give it away. As I say, what do you guys think is my very favorite based on how I presented? Yes. So let me see. Let me think what I would guess. I would guess, I've got to look through the carousel. I'm going to tell you guys everything for anyone that's on Facebook or YouTube. We have the travel jewelry organizer. We have the popcorn maker. We have the pure enrichment steamer. We have the portable air conditioner. We have the laundry bag, the backpack laundry bag. We have the pure enrichment air purifier. We have the, where are they? The shower slippers by Under Armour, 25% off. We have the Hamilton Beach breakfast sandwich maker. We have the style stick, Wonder Hanger. We didn't get a chance to talk about pepper spray, but everybody needs pepper spray in college, so definitely pick that up.
Somebody got it.
Don't tell yet. Don't tell yet.
I won't.
Then we've got the storage bags, a set of 4. We've got the wall charger, the bed risers by Whitmore. We've got the mattress topper. We've got the Keurig mini. We've got a folding storage ottoman, which is fabulous, but I didn't get to talk about that. Command strips, vacuum storage bags, under bed storage bags, spotlight lighting, and that's it. Okay, so.
In the sound machine.
Oh gosh. Oh yeah, because it's not in the carousel. But the sound machine again is by Pure Enrichment. It is in my storefront. So you can see that under travel and under dorm or college necessities. Okay, did somebody get it? They did. So I'm gonna say number 3. Let's start with number 3.
Okay.
The number 3 item that's Jack's favorite is
the style stick. I'm not being biased. I know my mom made this. Guys, it's so awesome. Like, if you haven't bought it already, it's on the carousel. Go buy it. Go buy it for yourself. Go buy it for your kids. Go buy it to give away as a gift, because everyone can use this. This goes on, like my mom said, 90% of all fabrics that people wear, on their clothes. And it's just so versatile. If your button is too high or too far in between each other, no problem. The style stick saves that. It acts as a button within itself. If your collar is all weird, no problem. If you need to hem anything on your body at all, you use the style stick. Maria, this is essentially glue for your clothes.
It's Hollywood fashion tape reimagined. So it goes on like lipstick. You secure it for 30 seconds, and then it stays secure until you wash it off.
Mm-hmm. And you wash it off and it leaves 0 residue. It acts like it's originally how you bought it. However, you can hem your shirt or anything that you want within seconds. And I use it so freaking much. Mm-hmm. It's a female product, but in reality, anybody can use it at all, because I do. A ton of my friends come into my room before any formal or, big event going on where they want to look good, and they put on some style stick. It takes, how long does it take?
30 seconds. But then you don't want to do jumping jacks for about 2 minutes. You got to let it set for 2 minutes before you can kind of do your thing.
Exactly.
So I'm going to send a shipment to the Sigette House at UT.
That would be great.
It's coming your way.
So that's number 3.
Okay, number 3. Number 2 is
this bad boy, what we're actually giving away. The air purifier. I know I just went on a little bit of a tangent on it. But if you can hold an air purifier in your hand why would you not want it? Especially if you're in college. There's mold everywhere, people. Buy this product. It is so important. It will save your lungs. You'll be healthy for the whole year. Well, actually, you won't be unhealthy because
Right,
I
that's
felt
what
horrible for 2 years. And if I had this would have gone completely away.
Yes.
Um,
Everyone in the building felt horrible.
so this is what we're giving away, and this is my second favorite product so far.
And drum roll. What is Jack's number one? Hip, 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 and hip. You didn't skip a thing.
I kind of skipped something.
What'd you skip?
The
We only had a few.
I was like
skips the
iffy
whole
on
night.
this, but you kind of sold me at the
But
end.
now you're gonna want it.
I think there might be some things that I'm sort of iffy on,
You probably,
and then I just kind of have a bad past with this. But this is also just an awesome product. And then,
and if you're jumping on, just so you know why he had a bad past, he tried to steam his clothes while they were on, so he burned himself.
I hurt really bad.
So lesson learned: you hang your clothes on a hook, and then you steam it. Okay.
Okay, moving on. My number one favorite product today on the carousel that we've discussed or that we haven't discussed, it doesn't really matter.
I think most of you know it because he slept with it last night and had the best night's sleep ever.
Is this portable? Is it $24?
Yes.
$24 portable AC unit that works so well. If you guys are new and you guys haven't been here when I discussed it, my mom's going to put it on the carousel. It is a portable
33% off.
It is a portable air conditioning unit in which you literally put cold water or warm water with ice into here, and what it does is you plug it in, and it is a portable $24 completely reusable AC unit for your room. It has 3 notches for how cold you want it to be or how much air is going, in your face. We live on an island where most houses do not have any AC at all. We live in Southern California. It is not cold right now.
No, it's
I'm
humid
sweating and I can't go to bed. My mom said, "Hey Jack, just try this for one night." You're like, she honestly, you've never tried it before, right?
No.
So I was the guinea pig on this, and I can say with full confidence, I will be using this every single night of college. I will be using this every day of the summer. If you are hot at night, or if you're hot ever, if you're hot at work, you bring this. It's small. It doesn't take up a lot of room. You refill it with water, and you have AC for as long as you want. I cannot stress it enough.
And it's my new office air conditioner too on the weekends.
Yeah,
for sure. I have to say, Rising Sun just said she was the first one on, and she bought every single thing.
No way.
Wait, did she? A good live shopping.
Did she really get every single one?
Did you really, Rising Sun?
Let me see if Rising Sun. Oh, but she didn't. Going back.
Oh, I thought you bought everyone.
No,
you meant you got them all right.
No, she didn't get them all right.
Let me see.
Michelle.
Oh, Michelle was the Rising Sun. I don't think you were the first one.
Wait, no, not Michelle.
Who was? Jen, are you seeing who was the first one?
I think
I forgot we were doing the giveaway. That was my fault. Wait, okay, we got to look up. Okay, Rising Sun got AC. I think she did. Was she the first one?
I think. Did someone get it?
Did anyone get it before Rising Sun? Was it Rising Sun? Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah. Wait, where is it?
Okay, wait. It was, right here.
Oh.
We missed that. Good job.
Wow.
Except
no. We're totally getting
okay. She called the style stick a stain stick, but we're gonna go easy on you because you were a great chatter. I loved all your comments.
Good talking with you, Rising Sun.
So good job. So many people got it actually. So that was you did a good job communicating what you like.
Well, Rising Sun deserves it. She's been on for all 109 minutes on the dot.
Wow. Okay.
So good job, Rising Sun. It's been great talking to you.
So you are just going to go to my website, let me know the shipping address, and we will get one out to you as soon as possible.
What's the website, Mom?
MarcyMcKenna.com, Marcy with a Y.
Perfect.
And I want to thank my special guest for joining me tonight. This was so fun.
It was great. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. And I'm so happy that you're so excited to take all this back with you.
I am taking a lot back. I'm going to need one of these to fit all of it.
See, the one that you didn't think you liked.
Exactly.
You want it. Exactly. So these are all great items. If you guys love them as much as Jack loves them and you know somebody going away to college, just forward it on, let everybody know they can still watch. You can watch the replay of this if you want. Or you can just browse inside my storefront. You can go right to what's called an idea list. That's just, I think it's called dorm room essentials or college essentials. And because there's a lot more than just the ones we talked about. There's probably, I don't know, 50 or 60 different items that we love, and we just had to pick some and go with it. So this was so much fun, and I'm going to be back here next week. Unfortunately, Jack won't be with me because I'm going to be talking about makeup and beauty. I'm going to be talking about my favorite beauty finds on Amazon for women over 50. These are the ones that actually really work. I'm such a beauty junkie, right? You know, I try everything known to man. And these are these are amazing. And we're going to do some fun demos. So I hope you guys come back next week, same time, Amazon Live at 6 o'clock West Coast, 9 o'clock East Coast. And thank you. You got so many compliments, Jack. You need to be going to college.
Brittany, I love you, girl.
Brittany, this is my baby. Don't say that. Your adorable Amazon customer says, thank you for the info. So many great compliments. You did great.
Awesome. Well, I had a great time being here. And Sherry also made just a great point. This was, a college-oriented live stream. However, literally every single thing we went for can be used actually wherever.
Yes.
So.
And congratulations again to Renee, who won
the
jury organizer.
And Rising Sun, who remains nameless.
We don't know Rising Sun's name. We do know it's a
female. That's right.
That we learned, but we do know she's a great guest. And Rising Sun, I hope you come back next week. It will be super fun. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful evening, and we will see you all very soon.
All right. Bye, everyone.
Hook 'em horns.
Hook 'em. With the thumb on the inside.
Thumbs. Renee knows that.
All right.
Super helpful, Jack, since we are sending our daughter off to Austin College.
Oh, great. Awesome. There's a ton of people that go to ACC and live.
Oh, who was your friend?
My next door neighbor. Her name is Emma. She went to ACC. Well, I have so many people that go to ACC and then UT, but they all live together.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Oh, awesome.
All right. Well, thank you, everyone. It's been great, being a guest on the show. And I will be back soon, Brittany. Promise.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.